that your grandfather's Purple Heart was found, and it just came out of the blue. You know, like, that's something you would never expect to hear.
It's the amazing 40-year journey of a lost Purple Heart. The priceless medal was stolen during a burglary, then washed away in a flood. Someone finally found it and wanted to return it to its rightful owner, but the woman needed help, so she decided to get Marty.
Oh.
It's worn and broken. The front should have a profile of George Washington. That's gone. The back reads, "For military merit." And there's a name as well, but you have to hold it close to read it. That name and this medal tell quite the story.
For me, it's a miracle. It's miraculous.
The story starts with the man, Raymond M. Hartman, from Rochester, Beaver County. The 20-year-old signed up to serve in World War I. The Marine Corps, was injured in battle in France in 1918. Most of his comrades died.
Of 250 men, about 15 survived.
In his own words, he wrote, "I was severely wounded. Of the 250 men of my company that went across with me, only 15 men came back with me." And as family historian Judy Rowley says, he came back a broken man.
We call it PTSD now, but he was shell-shocked.
He came home with his Purple Heart, was bedridden for 7 years, battled his injuries the rest of his life. He died in 1951. He's laid to rest here in Beaver with his wife, Minnie.
I remember going to my dad's dresser, opening up and pulling up the case and seeing the ribbon, you know, and seeing the medal.
This is where this story of the medal gets flat out crazy.
My father's house was burglarized, and he had a military collection.
Stolen in a heist, Grandpa's Purple Heart. That was 1976. It was found here 20 years later in 1996 after a massive flood along the banks of the Ohio River in East Liverpool, Ohio. The theory, it was carried here by the flood in chunks of ice from Beaver, more than 20 miles away. A veteran found the Purple Heart in the mud. James Moore remembers the day.
Isn't it something to note that a veteran was walking along here and he found a Purple Heart that floated from Beaver?
Yeah, that would be a miracle in itself, by itself.
That veteran saved the Purple Heart. When he died a month or so ago, his wife brought it here to the Columbiana County Ohio Veterans Service Center and Deborah Smith.
It's an honor bestowed upon a veteran, and it should rightfully belong with the veteran or a family member.
Folks here hit a dead end trying to find the owner. A fellow veteran suggested we get involved.
It's pretty important that it, continues on in the family.
I immediately found this gravestone in Beaver County. The name matched. Further research determined the wife's name matched. A private investigative source gave me a few possible family phone numbers. I placed this Purple Heart on Facebook. Within an hour, a joyful family member reached out. A few nights ago, I gave the Purple Heart to Raymond Hartman's daughter, Dolores.
This is the Purple Heart.
Remember, it's been lost out of the family for more than 40 years.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So it came from Rochester down the river to East Liverpool.
For Dolores, a piece of Daddy, his Purple Heart, is back home again.
I don't want to cry. It means something very special.
What do they say? One man's broken up, worn down Purple Heart is another family's treasure. Yeah. This treasure will never be lost again.
How about that? So thanks to Bob Minard and the folks at CSI Investigations for their help here. I got a funny story. I first called the family. Their teenage son hung up on me twice. He thought I was a prank caller. I'm serious. Thankfully, Mom got the word. I was looking for the family, and we got things going. He hung up on me twice.
You can't blame him.
No.
He did the right thing.
I got to show you guys a letter. So you think this whole Get Marty thing would catch on, right? What's this say?
Marty Griffin. Hey, Marty.
Hey, Marty.
Marty
Griffin. Hey, Marty.
Hey, Marty.
It's actually Get Marty.
It's Get
Marty.
But that was cool.
Well, she said she didn't want to cry, but I'm over here
Oh my
crying.
gosh, it's so cool.
You know, those mementos mean so much to families if their loved one served in the military. They really, really do. And
think of this journey.
Yeah.
Down a river.
It is. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
It really is.
Wonderful, wonderful time.
I'm glad you were able to find it and give it to the rightful owners. All right, Marty. Thank you.
All right, Marty. Thanks
hey,
so
Marty.
much.
Hey, Marty.
And hey, if you have a problem, email getmarty@kdka.com or call 412-575-2244.